This BMW i8 is pretty much the star car of this pack, and I've got to say, I'm not personally a fan. Not to say it's the worst car in the world, but it's not a very exciting car for me. In the fact of the technological advancements of hybrid engines, all that kind of thing, sure. But if you look at the actual engine performance, it's got a 1.5 litre engine, 3 cylinders that's found in a Mini Cooper in this thing, which instantly makes it less exciting. Now, it does obviously have the electric engine to help power that. That's how the electric engine works in this. You can have it so it's just on the electric engine, I believe, but you can also have it so it actually uses both of those engines to power it, which makes it a little bit quicker. I'm assuming that's what Forza has done on this game with this build, but we're gonna drive it, and hopefully my opinion will change. Fun little fact about this BMW then, I actually have sat in one of these. Now, it's a really interesting car to sit in. Again, they've gone for a very futuristic kind of design. Not really to my taste, honestly. I mean, it's cool to look at, and it's cool to look like. If I saw this as a concept car, I would think it's the coolest thing in the world. But it's not a concept car, and some people actually drive around in these things. And to see them driving around, it's a little bit scary, because it's a bit weird looking. I know that they're kind of trying to follow the route of, they're trying to make the car look futuristic almost, and the fact that this may be a car of the future, well, it's not very quick, and by the time the cars of the future are here, I pretty damn hope that they're not 1.5 litre mini engines, that's for sure. I do like the cool design in here. You know, this is what confuses me. All the YouTubers go with these bloody Tron designs on their cars. Why not put a Tron design on this? That would make sense. And also, there's a Porsche coming out the back end of the car. I know that's a joke that everybody... That's a joke that everybody uses, but I mean, seriously, it looks like a Porsche is coming out of the back of the car. The design of this car is very hit or miss. It's Marmite. That's what it is. It's Marmite. It's not great. And you know what? I'm going to do my best to change it. I've driven it already. It's slow. It feels like I'm driving a Mini Cooper, as I said. So let's cheat and actually do the freeway for... There we go. Yeah, that one. I'm not expecting many upgrades. I wish there were a lot of upgrades for this car because it's one of those that really needs them. I think this with the body kit or some other like aero pointy bits, because the thing is, it's a 2015 car. In about 3 years, this thing's not going to exist anymore because nobody really bought one. It's supposed to be like a sports car of the, you know what I mean. But there's not many people buying them, quite honestly. So if you actually look at this thing and then compare it to maybe one of the new Lexuses, for example, or something like a new Jag, it looks kind of old in a way, which is kind of weird to say because, oh my god, we have a dinner plate. All right, we'll give it that. We've got a dinner plate, and I guess we've got a Forza wing as well. You know, I kind of tempted to put the Forza wing on, kind of not. I don't know. The balance of a wing makes every car look absolutely awesome. On this car, I think it does as well. Honestly, it does. It just adds a bit more aggressiveness to it. But at the same time, do we add it? I'm going to do it. I don't care. People moan at me. Shut up. I can hear you moaning. And the tyres, we don't have the text tyres, which is frustrating. So someone actually told... Oh, no, we do have the text tyres. Okay, good. Somebody told me that they did actually add race tyres to every single car. Maybe that's what I'm thinking that he said. He mentioned that you can add text to all cars in the game now. I'm not too sure. I'm hoping that's the case because tyre text is awesome. I don't care. And I just realized it is all-wheel drive. I wasn't too sure if it was all-wheel drive. It felt it. It accelerated pretty quickly. Again, this is one of those cars where I don't want to upgrade it massively, just so I can still give you my proper opinion on how it's supposed to be. Those back wheels don't need to be big, but I'm going to do it anyway. Or as you can clearly see in the confirmation of buying things here, we actually now have the ability to use tokens again, which are added to the game. Would you like to hear my opinion on tokens? Was that a no? Well, you're going to hear it anyway. It's stupid. I'm all for microtransactions. I've mentioned this in the past before. A lot of people disagree with me on this, and that's okay. Microtransactions can be seen as nasty and shite and horrible, but in the end, they help fund future updates and content for the game, which Forza doesn't get. And don't take me wrong, they do have the paid expansions, but I'm talking about free updates. GTA Online does microtransactions to pay for the new updates added to the game. The microtransactions in this game are just there to get a quick extra bit of money. Do you know what I mean? Now, my question is, do we put in an upgraded turbo? Because if I had one of these, I'd throw it. I'm gonna do it. It's like, if I had this car, this is what I'd be able to do. All right, that's what we're doing. So we can actually swap the engine out completely, which this is not something I'd be able to do. Swapping a V8 in there actually decreases the launch and acceleration, which again makes sense because the electric engine, you can hear it electric electrifying and then go, and then basically the other engine kicks in to keep it going. That's pretty cool. But we're not going to throw a V8 in there because, well, that would be kind of ruining the whole point of this car. But at the same time, it would probably be better. Make it rear wheel drive as well, which obviously decreases the acceleration, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, back to microtransactions. If they added free stuff to this game, other than barn finds that they just basically put a car in a shed, that's literally all they do, then, I mean, yeah, okay. Then it would make sense. All right, let's throw in an intake. Just kind of, as I said, things that I would be definitely able to do in like a car if I bought this. But I think other than that, there isn't much we can do. The exhaust, maybe. We can change the exhaust a little bit. Change it to S. I'm going to keep it an S1. We're going to keep it at the top of S1. Let's see if we've made a better car than BMW did. Probably, because we just took the car and upgraded it. That's kind of cheating. We've got an instant problem here. Because we've put decent tires on it, that's the launch. That is the launch. What is that launch? That's not a launch. That's a crawl. That's like I'm using manual and trying to creep off a little bit there because I'm in a Vauxhall Corsa. But I'm not. I'm in a super or sports car, whatever you want to call it. This is supposed to be like a new age like sports car that Grandad saves all his pennies for and decides to go and buy. But no. It crawls off like a Vauxhall Corsa. That's what we're going to say. It's going to crawl off like a Mini, all right? Let's just say it because that's what it is. It's a Mini Cooper, right? Deal is, if you want a quick accelerating car, if you want a quick sports car that's electric and futuristic, get a Tesla. Because that's the... I think that's the problem they have, is that they tried to do a Tesla... I don't know if Tesla came out first. They tried to do a Tesla, and they didn't do a very good job, and Tesla still beat them. Like, if you were going to get a car like this, if this is something you were, like, saving up for, like, say you were saving up for a futurist car, you wanted to be ahead of the pack, that kind of thing, you wouldn't buy this, you'd buy a Tesla. Because this may have all the fancy, like, looking things inside. This looks more futuristic than a Tesla, that kind of thing, yes. But in the end, we've found that all futuristic looking things in films and such never end up actually looking like, you know, that. Like, for example, hoverboards. Those had wheels. They're not supposed to have wheels. They're not hoverboards. One thing I've got to say though is it turns really, really well. It's like got a weird amount of turning. Does it have the 4-wheel steering? That I can't say it has, but it feels like it has that from the AMG. The AMG felt kind of similar to this. This slides and loses control a little bit more, but I don't know exactly. I feel like it has the... It would make sense to have the 4-wheel steering because they're like, oh, futuristic, it has this is the future. I quickly had a look at the BMW brochure. I found something amazing about this car. It's the windshield wipers, or the windscreen wipers, depending on where you're from. Look at that! Look at that clearance of the rain. It clears about 99% of the rain. That is a top rating. That's what I'm taking home from this review. BlackPanthaa said, get this car if you like good window wipers. Top quality from BMW. It's also undersealed. As you'll probably find out quite often if you drive on Forza. I gave it all this flack as not being that quick. It's still pretty quick. But there's quicker things out there, like a petrol engine. Again, it's trying to be a Tesla. It's trying to be a combination of both. It's trying to be like a petrol engine at the same time. It's pretty quick. You know, it's a decently quick car, but it also has the power of like an electric engine. But it doesn't have the launch of an electric. I mean, I take that back. That was a pretty quick launch, honestly. That was off-road is what it's on for. It was kind of off-road. It wasn't. I did actually see one of these in person. I have sat in one. Now, I went to sit in it. I was recording a video with Straight Up Hippo. You may have actually seen it. And I think a couple of old people had just put a deposit down on it. And I decided to walk all over to it, sit in it, and start to vlog. And they were staring very confused about why there was some black guy sitting in his car, their car, doing a little vlog or talking to himself with a camera. I felt really embarrassed and then I very quickly left. But it was fun. I got to sit in a thing. It was really awkward to try and get in and out of. So again, it's not really Grandad's choice of vehicle because Grandad needs to get in without breaking his leg. That would be amazing. Thanks, BMW. So who is this car for? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Again, every time you look at who is this car for, who is it aimed at, you could always say to them, well, don't. Just get a Tesla. That's my review of the i8. Don't. Just get a Tesla. The problem with hybrids is you either get good fuel economy, that kind of thing, or you get the performance like McLaren P1 kind of stuff. And this isn't, like, it aims to be, like, in the middle almost, and it fails tremendously and ends up back in the first category again. It's basically an overglorified Toyota Prius or Prius. Depends where I don't care. Hey, if they gave me this car to like as a rental, I'd consider using it. But if they said, do you want to buy it? I would say no, piss off, give me the 3 Series, or the 4 Series, or the 5 Series, or the 6 Series. We want to give you the... Oh my god! Well, we found someone that actually may like this car. It's very low. I just clipped the mountain over there, so we're going to assume that people that like stance vehicles may consider this car. That's who it's for. Those... Bloody, I was going to say BMW driver, but it wasn't. It was him over there. And he's in my group. Oh, he's in my bloody group. Bloody Maserati knob. Never had to say that before, have I? Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the BMW i8 down below in the comments. I would love to hear it, because again, I'm not too sure what to think of this car. It's a little bit hit and miss. I'd love to know, as I said, what you guys think of it down below in the comments. But if you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I think I did... No idea. I think in the next one, I want to do the new Skyline. I mean, the old Skyline, but it's just been added to the Forza. Alright, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.